Hey everyone, Nubkeks here, and welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Oh, my voice is breaking. As we go into this video, congratulations to Alexander Radev, who is the winner of the code we were giving away in our Masters promo game. He is the winner, so we finished that up today. We had over 100 people enter, which is pretty crazy. There you go. In today's video, it's just an unranked draft. Yesterday I was sitting down. I wanted to play some ranked. And in fact, I did play one ranked game, but it just wasn't working very well, like computer. It was running a bit slow, we were getting a bit of lag, so I said, you know what, forget that. We'll just jump into some unranked draft, and I'll just play on and practice a few of the characters that I want to start bringing into ranked. Now, that meant we played about 3 or 4 games trying to play Alarak. Didn't get to play him once, but we did get to play Kharazim in this video, so that was pretty good. And basically, we're going to be trying out the new support build. We only tested out the damage build on the PTR, so this will be an attempt at checking out how his support build goes, and yeah, what we're going to make of that. I did pick Transcendence at level 1 to fit into the support theme. One of the questions I was asked on the channel recently was, when do you pick Insight, when do you pick Transcendence, what's the difference? For me, I think Insight is better, but you have to actually finish the quest in order to make it better. So what I would say is that you want Insight on a map like Sky Temple or Garden of Terror, where you've got these big punching bag map objectives that you can do. So, you know, on Sky Temple you've got the Temple Guardians, you can just punch them a whole bunch. On Garden of Terror you've got the Garden Terror things, Garden Chamblers, that you can punch a whole bunch. And it's not too bad. I think on like Infernal Shrines it's a bit more difficult to actually get, attacks in, because it can be difficult to contest the shrines, especially as a support hero. You might only have one of your heroes doing so or something like that. It depends. It's a bit more flexible. Whereas in Garden of Terror, Sky Temple, obviously you're pretty much always going to be involved in that, or else clearing waves or something. So yeah, I'd kind of pick him on one of those sort of situations, basically where you can finish that inside quest as quickly as possible. If you're on a map like Towers of Doom or Cursed Hollow, or yeah, maybe even a map that's over very quickly, like Battlefield of Eternity, you might be better off going for Transcendence overall. Anyway, here we go. First set of altars have spawned. Both teams get their top one, and now there's going to be a bit of a fight over the bottom one. We'll see exactly how that goes. Poor Falstad is low. Falstad actually was a viewer of the channel, subscriber, so it was cool to be in a game with him. Always nice to meet subs and stuff and be recognized. It's always like, oh, he was wondering, are you the real Nubkeks? So yes I am. Proof right here. Right wing a little bit out of position. She just got caught taking some damage, but Leoric has spawned in the back of the team. We're dashing back. Grab the Spirit Ally talent at level 4. This is a new one, and throw it down in the back of our team. It's basically a healing totem. See, we're on top of the Zeratul there, trying to do some punches and just get some Transcendence heals off every third punch, doing a heal. Just trying to get that little bit of extra healing out to keep our allies alive when we are beside them. This is a tough situation. You can probably watch the... ooh, our health bars all melt. I'm dead right now. There's no way out of it. I'm dead. I was like, I don't remember how much mana it costs for a heal, so I was just waiting there. I could have maybe run into the lane and tried to find something to punch to heal myself up. Anyway, our allies go back in, but unfortunately the Zeratul arrives. He's got an Abathur hat on him, even the Leoric coming back alive again as well. So this is not going to end well for us, and we do lose the altar. Azmodan helpfully telling us to give it up. All the dead people happily following his orders. Yeah, so the Spirit Ally, it's a new set of talents for Kharazim. In case you haven't heard about this before, in case you haven't caught the rework video, level 4 you get a choice of 3 different allies. The Spirit Ally is the one that's like it's basically a healing totem. You throw it down, it doesn't have much life itself, it can be killed very easily, but it just heals 2% of your ally's max health every second, lasts 10 seconds. So that's a big extra chunk of healing, pretty nice. Probably the best one overall is Earth Ally. Grab this one, and it has quite a lot more health than the other ones. What it does is, you can see we threw down the Spirit Ally as well, just to give just even an extra tick of healing to the Murden, just to try help him survive, or for the Azmodan as well. Unfortunately, as you see, it actually got taken out by, I think, right wing right there, so that's pretty bad news. We were just a millisecond off, actually, healing the Azmodan. It was very bad luck. I'm saying my bad though, you know, just being friendly. In hindsight, watching that replay there, actually knowing that was coming up, it was extremely close to that cooldown. I felt much closer in the game when your brain is functioning faster, but that was unfortunate, I would say, kind of bad luck. He's been a bit cheeky, god dang it. I didn't like this guy. I played a couple of games with him. I realized I was a really mean person because he was just trying to be friendly and be positive and shot call. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I was like, oh, please stop talking. I'm a grumpy old man. That's what I am. It was an insight into my own psyche. But yeah, the Earth Ally, it basically gives everyone block. It reduces the damage they take from basic attacks by 50% for the 10 seconds that it's active, which is very strong. Now, the enemy team doesn't have a whole ton of basic attack damage. Lunara and Zeratul have a little bit, more so Zeratul if he's spec'd into it, but they're also quite ability damage based. I decided that the best thing to do would just be to grab the Spirit Ally. That would be the best way to deal with Lunara's poison and stuff like that. So I did grab the regen globe and then start making my way up top, making my way downtown. Our allies are all rather low though. We gotta come in. Oh, Asmodan unfortunately does die before we're able to arrive. Maybe could have thrown down a Spirit Ally in advance of us. And that might have given him a tick of life before he arrived. Anyway, the Zeratul is pretty much playing very on point right here. With the Abathur hat especially, it's a nasty combo. We could have dashed in to kill the Zeratul. We would have died ourselves. Unfortunately, whoever's up there... Is that Muradin? Yeah, Muradin didn't notice. He was almost dead. So Muradin does escape, but he could have killed the Zeratul himself. You go in for a few extra punches, just kind of scare her away, but the right wing is there. And the altar is gone, so no point in staying any longer. But yeah, unfortunately Muradin did not see him running away, and we couldn't quite go after it ourselves. Wouldn't have been worth it. But oh well. We would have lost that altar either way, so it doesn't matter too much. The other third option, by the way, at level 4 is the Air Ally, which gives you vision. Also has 2 charges and a very quick cooldown time. So you can be putting these down for lots of vision. You can also dash to your allies, which is pretty useful. There you go. Keep Asmodan alive. Not too bad. And yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. I suppose the big choice is what talent we want to take at level 10. I think that's a big choice with Kharazim in every single game, because it's not directly tied in. Unfortunately, this fight's not going well for us. The enemy team had heroics and we did not, so not really a fight we wanted to take, and a fight we are going to lose. Here we are at the heroics choices. Both of them can work quite well with support Kharazim. I decided to go for the 7-side strike in this game just to punish like Leoric diving our backline, because they've got Abathur as well. I figured Leoric might be fairly isolated at some stages, or even Zeratul going in kind of aggressively, and we could just wipe him out with 7-sided strike. The worry was with Divine Palm that it might not actually work. We might not actually get it off. At level 7 then, I did pick a new talent called Heavenly Zeal. I think it's new, but this will make our the movement speed we give with our Breath of Heaven, which is our W heal, that AoE heal around us, that will give people 25% movement speed for 3 seconds. So this is what I wanted to try out in this game, was basically movement speed granting Kharazim. We've got all these tools to give people movement speed, which is pretty cool. We're going to do a bunch of punches on him and then pop the 7-side strike. It does quite a chunk of damage. And he is going to die, so that's not too shabby. Down he goes. Unfortunately, Falside's going to go down as well to the Zeratul. And Zeratul, oh, doesn't quite escape. Kelthus, I think, catches him with an attack before he gets caught in the Void Prison. Now, we do have a fake Zeratul, unfortunately, in here as well. We weren't quite able to get in on top of our friend there. We had no charges of dash, and he was running away. So, yeah, weren't able to get a heal down on him, unfortunately. And Kelthus does die as well. And now the Leoric is back alive again. And we've got the Sunara just kicking ass. Asmodan goes out in a blaze of glory, doing what he could before he died. She's actually gone fairly low. But I've got no mana or health, and Brightwing is channeling the thing. There's basically no way we could get in and stop that. Just myself and the Muradin against 3 heroes and an Abathur. So I just call it a day. Just Hearthstone, come back with mana in order to defend this. You can see the damage stuff is really bad for our team in this game, which is unfortunate, but c'est la vie. Gonna pop the 7-side strikes there, which does finish him off. Pretty good damage out from the Kelthus. Muradin is terrified. We're going in for some punches just to try to do a bit of extra healing. Looks like Leoric might even respawn inside of our tower. No, not quite. Gonna grab the well just in case. No, he's just gonna be able to walk it away. We're gonna punch him a bunch. Kind of tough choices here at level 13 as to what to choose. I think I grab Quicksilver. Yeah, I do, which is gonna make our Q, give our allies 30% move speed. You can see us using it there on Muradin to try help him escape. Now luckily he actually wastes March of the Black King, which is good. Muradin was already dead. Another 7-sided strike does pick off Leoric once again. Oh, once again, this one is not, well, this time I should say, is not super useful because there's no real objectives around the place to grab. I'd say we'll probably be pretty good at grabbing merc camps and stuff like that. At this stage though, I kind of want a Hearthstone out of here. Looks like Kelthis is actually going to die in mid lane. Yeah, there he goes. Kelthis is dead as well, which is not good. I'm just doing some dance moves. There's Leoric. Hello, friend. He's respawned right on top of us. He might regret that. We're going to dash in on top of him. There we go. Dash to the false start, give him some movement speed, and get out again. That was the Zeratul clone that they spawned in order to kill Kelthis. That just despawned as soon as it reached us, which is fine by me. We're in a bit of an awkward spot because we stayed for that altar and to... Ooh. Got no mana. Got no mana. And a Void Prison comes down. I was checking how much mana all this stuff costs. Too much, basically. Too much is the answer. We're being chased down by Lunar. We're gonna die. And we are dead. It's funny, it was actually really interesting playing Kharazim, I have to say, because I felt so mobile. And you with this talent build, you're even from pretty early on in the game bringing tons of movement speed to your teammates. But as soon as you run out of mana, it feels bad. You feel like you've got none left. You're completely bereft of it. But yeah, the Quicksilver is really nice. Whenever we dash to someone, 30% movement speed for Kharazim and for that ally. 30% for 3 seconds. So that's really nice. So we're giving 30% movement speed for 3 seconds, which is a long time to everyone we queue to. And we're giving 25% movement speed to anyone who's nearby us with the W. You can see I was being a little bit snarky here in the game. I was a little bit grumpy, but yeah, this guy was doing all the shot calling and stuff in the draft, and like I said, he was being very positive and all that, but I was just not in the mood for it at all. But yeah, so he was like saying in the draft, like, pick Abathur, or not Abathur, he's like saying pick Azmodan because he counters Abathur. I was like, yeah, I don't think he does, but he was like 100% we pick Azmodan counters Abathur. So I was being a little bit snarky here, saying, don't worry, we're gonna do this, we got this. So yeah, I've been a bit grumpy. I checked as well because I was certain that I was wrong. I checked, and for master level play, I think Abathur has a 68% win rate against Azmodan, which is a little bit worrying. I made it more fair then. I included Diamond as well. It went down to only a 58% win rate against him, which is, 100% counters him though, so watch out for that. Decides to get a 7-sided strike, and you can see it does about half of Leoric's health. It's pretty good. And we don't have much actual burst damage though with the rest of us to pick him off. He does go down. Now the challenge is to keep Kelthis alive. Pushing, he was not beside us for that heal. We picked up Echo of Heaven at 16 then, and Echo of Heaven has been reworked a bit, so it's moved to 16. It makes our W only heal for 75% of what it normally heals. However, excuse me, 3 seconds later it then does a heal again, so you get two 75% heals out of it, 3 seconds spaced apart, as opposed to you can see me giving the movement speed to the Kharazim, or the Kelthis, around all this fight, by the way. It gives you, yeah, two 75% heals, which are pretty nice. I decided to go for the 7-sided strike. I think, I didn't quite catch it there because I was thinking about explaining that. I think my W is on cooldown. I'm not sure. That was a tough situation. The fight does get lost. But we do get some of the shots on the altar, which is pretty good. Now we're backing away. which are the Echo of Heaven. Basically, it's really nice, again, for even more movement speed. Basically, because the movement speed bonus of your Breath of Heaven lasts 3 seconds, well, hey, if you do a 3 second, if you do Breath of Heaven every 3 seconds, because you get the free one with Echo of Heaven 3 seconds later, that's even more movement speed for your team. So you're giving this constant stream of movement speed to your team. I'm not sure if it's the best one. I'm not sure if it's the best one, honestly. It's hard to say. You also get cool options like Cleansing Touch, where you can, when you dash to someone, you make them unstoppable, which is pretty nice. You can also grab Wave 100 Fists if you want to use your Q aggressively. You wouldn't want to combo Quicksilver with that, which is the movement speed when you dash to an ally. You want to use Wave 100 Fists to dash to an enemy and get like 2 procs of your trait, which is a bunch of extra healing off. So you got some tough choices. Falstad is dead, which is not good. Looks like Kelthis might die as well. We're going in, trying to give him some heals. We're trying to do like the just consistent movement speed and W's and stuff like that. Unfortunately, this is a cloned Zeratul, so he's able to get away with it. God dang it. We came close, but not quite. Even with all of our movement speed, it wasn't enough for Kelthis to live. The Orc goes down in the middle, so that's something. But at this stage of the game, it's looking pretty bad for us. Our bottom tower is gone. We're not getting it back anytime soon. The middle one is out of ammo and is about to go down as well. Murden doing what he can to try to push them off. You can see that little movement speed we gave him. It's really nice. I really like this Quicksilver talent. I think it's pretty cool. We almost take out Lunara, but not quite. Brightwing does keep her alive. Again, it was pretty ambitious to try to get the kill, but you can see we're just, you shoot someone and then you just zoom away. It's just like, light speed activated. It's pretty nice. I quite like it. I think this will be the sort of the niche for Kharazim. Will be a more movement speed focused guy, or certainly at least he brings a lot of mobility himself. That's kind of his unique thing as a support hero. So we're in a tough situation here. 12 shots on the core, 2 altars up. We need both of them, or well, we need just one of them. Aspenon's actually doing a good job here. I think they might kill. Yeah, they will. This is a dead Zeratul, and that's pretty fantastic. Trying to keep the Asmodan alive, but unfortunately he's going to go down. Oh, no, he's not. We get him out. We got the move speed on him. Oh, no, there's an enemy tower. That's not good. I actually probably should have, in hindsight, maybe run down and try to kill the Lunara instead. That was difficult. I forgot that there was a tower right there, and that did not work out in our favor. And in the meantime, Brightwing channels the final altar, and that is GG. We lose the game. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, but it still was a pretty cool insight into Kharazim. We'll check out the stats and stuff at the end. I might show you the talents as well at the end, if I remember to. I don't remember if I did or not. But there you go. He support Kharazim. It's pretty interesting. I don't know if it's amazing, but it's pretty great job. You killed 5 heroes during the match, while similar players averaged, what was it, like 2? There you go. You can see the stats right there. So we did 81,000 healing. I mean, we did more healing with this than Brightwing. Basically, fairly comparable healing to Brightwing. That's the talent build. If you want to copy that talent build. Yeah, average players average 2.3. We're Kill Machine. Hey, and that's what support Kharazim, not the damage Kharazim. That's really popular right now. But yeah, there you go. As you saw by the stats, I mean, a little bit misleading. There's just a big, it's unranked draft, right? So there's just a much broader skill differential than there can be even in Hero League. So our damage was actually really, really high. That's not representative. I would expect your damage to actually be very, very low with support Kharazim. But yeah, I mean, like, we did more damage than the Kelthis did. Or, we did more damage than Falstad than Kelthis, than Muradin. We did almost as much damage as Asmodan. It's just, that's not what you expect at all. That's really not what you expect. I mean, obviously that was some 7-sided strike value coming through and boosting that up. But even still, I think that there is a little bit of a skill differential. So you would expect your damage to be a lot lower, generally speaking, unless of course you go for Iron Fists. There is a bug, I think, with Iron Fists, and then the level 16 Wave 100 Fist talent, which people are exploiting at the moment in Hero League, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, I think it basically does way more damage than it's supposed to. Yeah, generally speaking,
has destroyed a keep.
That should give you, though, I think this game should give still a pretty cool insight into at least the playstyle that he has and a rough feel of his strength. I think the healing number was relatively insightful, considering that, like, I would say it was probably better than the Brightwing player. I don't know, I didn't pay attention to the enemy team, but assuming probably better player than the Brightwing player, I don't know though. But assuming that, I think it gets somewhat balanced out by the fact that we were losing pretty hard for the whole game. So the fact that we walked away with basically very similar healing numbers, I think is a pretty good insight into the fact that he should be pretty solid as a healer, sort of consistent AoE healer, which is nice, as well as bringing movement speed stuff, which is cool as well. Divine Palm obviously then would be an even more sort of healing focused option at level 10. I think both heroics are good. I think you want to pick both given the different circumstances. Seven-sided strike is easier to use than Divine Palm is. Divine Palm is quite difficult, but if you're good at it, then go for it. You also have to be careful that they will have damage that will finish someone off. I think it would have worked okay in this game because they can't stop Lunara poison damage. And Abathur damage, she might do it by accident or Zeratul or something like that. So Divine Palm might have worked pretty well. The Seven-Sided Strike worked pretty well in that game too. I like both options, honestly. I think they're both very good heroics, so that's one of the things I like about Kharazim. Would have picked up Storm Shield, by the way, in this game at level 20. Just giving an extra sort of AoE shielding to my teammates to help deal with Lunara and the Zeratul dive and the Zeratul clone dive. That would have been what I went for. But yeah, there you go, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think as well of the new support Kharazim. I kind of dig it. I think he's pretty cool. I certainly, I'm not sure if he's, I don't think he's tier 1, but I kind of feel like he might be tier 2 healing, which is pretty cool. And I actually really like the design of what they've done with the rework. I like the options you've got with your allies at level 4. I like being able to, you know, spec into granting more movement speed or into specking into different things if that's not what you want to do. Love his heroics as usual, and yeah, I think it's a really nice rework for support Kharazim. Really nice, and I think he's got a pretty he's in a much better spot than he was before. He's got a nice little niche for himself, so there you go. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you all next time. Bye bye.